Hello, everybody. I am Nancy Shah, and on behalf of entire Team Speaker Circle, I welcome you all for today's live session. Thank you so much to everyone who is trying to join in. I'm waiting for a few more people to join, and then we'll gradually continue with the session. If you are watching us right now, type your name in the chat section. Would surely like to welcome you all suitably. Well, let me tell you, today is the fifth session as part of Swayam Khoj, a self-development program. We started this initiative to help people learn different tactics and tips regarding self-development. It's all about how we present ourselves, how we deal with our people around, how we explore ourselves, our potential. We need to identify and discover the abilities and skills that we have and build our life accordingly. With the purpose to help people develop themselves, we thought that why don't we conduct an open for all free online training program wherein people would be able to attend the sessions and learn something. At the same time, our speakers would get better opportunities to present themselves. And today, being the fifth day of the session, I hope you have attended the earlier sessions as well. On day one, we had Khushi Jani who talked about power of habits. On day two, we had Dr. Himani Shah who talked about learning to learn. On day three, we had Anjali Sanghvi who talked about how to present yourself well, the grooming and the etiquettes. On day four, we had Sunil Shanevar who talked about how you can deal with people in a better way. And today we are going to have Dhara Masani who is going to talk about how you can explore yourself. And tomorrow, being the last session of the series, I am going to conduct a session and I'll be talking about the power of execution. So, if you are watching all the web series, all the series, entire series, and if you are attending all the session, great. If you missed some of the session, you'll find those sessions here in this YouTube channel itself, and you would be able to watch it here. And we would surely like to share this opportunity with you through which you can explore yourself. Well, if you have your friends and family members and if you want somebody to attend this session, copy the link of this video and share it with them and ask them to join. I'm sure it would be helpful to them. At the same time, have you subscribed this YouTube channel? I'm sure you have. If not, then this is a reminder, do that right away. And I'm sure it would be a great decision because here you will find a lot of live sessions. So apart from this entire training program that is Swayam, we go live every Thursday evening where we do storytelling, movie reviews, book reviews, poetry recitation, knowledge sharing sessions, and much more. So you will find everything regarding learning, communication, self-development training, skill development, and much more. You'll find videos regarding public speaking tips. You can go and check it out. And more than that, you'll find more than 250 plus speech videos which are on different topics. So if you want to prepare for your next speech, or if you want to learn about some topic, or if you want to know about some particular person, you may find the topics related to your interest and you can watch those speeches. At the same time, yes, let me introduce myself. I am Nancy Shah. I am a trainer, public speaker, anchor, voiceover artist and founder of Speaker Circle. We started this initiative to help people develop their public speaking skills. We conduct all the interventions online and you can also be part of it. No matter where you are, you can join our online meetings for free. There are no charges for that. Online meetings are completely free and you can join in. All you need to do is fill up a Google form. You'll find the link of the form in the description. At the same time, we are planning to have our offline Speaker Circle meetings really soon. So this Saturday, how many of you are in Ahmedabad? This Saturday, we are going to have a physical meeting in Ahmedabad where we have 4 different speakers who are going to deliver talks on different topics. We have our host, Sunil Shanevar, who is going to talk about the theme of the day, that is laughter. And we are going to have impromptu the speeches section where you can also participate. And there is a lot more fun and dhamal waiting for you. So if you are in the city in Ahmedabad for this Saturday, you can be part of our physical meetings as well. For physical meetings, there are 50 rupees visitors charges, and you can book your seats through all events. If you need further information, do ping me on any social media handle, or if you have our numbers, you can ping us over there as well, and we'll share further information with you. Well, one more thing before we begin today's session, I would like to invite you all. So we have, oh, hi. Hello, people. Thank you so much for joining in. We're so happy to have you. We have Dilip Thakkar here. Hi, Nancy. It's lovely session series going on. Thank you so much, Dilip ji, for being here. You're always support. Palak Masani. Hi, Palak. Thank you for joining. Hello, Sunil. Thank you for being here. All the best, Dhara. Yes, all the best. Manthan, I think Manthan, you have attended all the sessions, and I've seen your comments throughout the session. Amit Kumar, hi Amit, thank you for joining. Minute by minute, oh, I think you have been there on our other sessions as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for thank you Anjali ji for being here. Who else is there? Who all are watching us right now? Type your name in the chat section, and we'll surely like to welcome you all. Let me give you a quick brief or an overview about today's session. Today's session, the topic is explore yourself. I personally believe कि जब हम पैदा हुए थे ना तो हमारे दिमाग में एक चिप फिट किया गया था. There was a chip that was installed in all of us when we were born. ये मेरा मानना है, okay? This is my own philosophy. And I believe that we all have that chip in our mind which has the secrets, the treasures, the skills, the abilities that we would need to survive in our lifetime and become what we want to be. We all are born with all the skills and abilities that we would need in our life. Then what is the difference? Why some people are so successful and some people are not? Why some people can achieve their goals and some cannot? Why you see some people and look up to them and you want to be like them, and on the other hand, there are other people whom you don't really like? Well, the difference is how you use it. The difference is how much you scratch it. Have you ever used those scratching coupons? The moment you scratch it, you get the code, and that is like a treasure. In the same way, when you have this chip installed in your mind, which has all the abilities, all the skills, and everything that you would need in your life, if you scratch it more, you'll get the treasure out of it. And if you just keep it aligned there and don't use it and don't scratch it, you'll be the same. So it's big time required that you explore yourself, come out of your comfort zone. So what do I mean by scratching it? By trying something new, by exploring yourself, and but through that only you'll be able to find that treasure. So today's session is going to help you a lot in doing this. Through this, you would be able to identify your potential, at the same time your areas of improvement, and gradually be what you want to be. So I welcome you all again for this session. We have few more people here. Okay, Asha is here. Hello, Asha. Thank you for joining. We have Raza, Iqbal Raza. Thank you so much for being here. We have Maniyar Ikra. Hi, Ikra. Thank you for joining. Harshida, thank you for being here. We have so many people here. Let's not waste a single moment and invite our speaker for the day. Well, our speaker of the day is somebody who is basically from Ahmedabad but currently lives in Pune. She has completed her post-graduation, that is Masters of Computer Engineering from LJ College of Engineering. She is currently doing a job as a delivery manager at Harbinger Group. She is in the field of IT for more than 18 years now. She's somebody who loves driving, traveling, managing people and projects, and listening to audiobooks. She's very vibrant and very enthusiastic. Let us put our hands together for Dhara Masani. Hi, Dhara.
Hi, Nancy. Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here, and we are looking forward to your session.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Nancy. And it was lovely discussion what you did previously. You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you. So, okay, ma'am, when we listen to you, it seems like okay. Uh, yes, let me ask you a very simple thing, which I've asked to all the speakers. Dara, why have you selected this topic?
Maybe I'm sharing my experience, what I want to mention. Like when we are talking about exploring yourself, which in that case, you need to dig yourself, you need to go inside yourself, you need to find out certain things, and then you need to work on it. That can be your weakness, that can be your strength, that can be anything. So that I did, and that is works for me even. So that's why I thought about like this will be the best topic what I can maybe share with everybody.
True, great. We need to dig down within ourselves and identify the skills or the potential that we have and then work upon it and make it what we want. And that's really true. And I hope that people would actually get benefit out of today's session and start working upon themselves. So let me not take a further moment. I would hand over the stage to you. Over to you, Dhara Masani. Let's begin.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nancy. Okay. So before we start, I just want to tell like thank you so much, Nancy, for organizing this this whole series. Like, and everybody who did till the time, it was amazing. And I'm damn sure today also people will enjoy a few tips what I'm going to provide. And I'm so happy to be a part of this Swayam Khoj. That words, that line itself motivate me. So I'm so happy to be here. Good evening to everybody, and I'm going to start my session with Swayam Khoj, which is organized by Speaker Sarkar. Uh, so as I start before, I just want to share few of my about myself. Like my name is Dhara Masani, which is already shared by Nancy. Having 18 years of experience in IT industry, yeah, because I love it. I love to be in this industry. In education, I have done my diploma IT. Then I thought about let me do master. Then I did my MCA. So I have a double degree in IT, and I have done a little bit coding, and then I moved to the management side. So since last 7 to 8 years, I am in the management. Even more than that, I am in the management field where I am managing team, managing the project, and managing stuff. Important it is when I'm talking about managing people. Then every day I'm learning new things because it's not a machine, right? Everybody have a different thought, different methodology, different way of working, different way of presentation, and how to deal with them. You don't believe, but because just for to understand people, I have done human psychological course even to understand human psychology, how I can understand people and how I can give them a solution, or maybe how I can deal with the situation. To learn that, I have done that too. But yes, I'm enjoying a lot what I'm doing right now, and this is my background. I am working as a delivery manager right now in one of IT company in the Pune, and the company name it's Harbinger Group. Yeah, so that's it. Now we can move to my topic. Uh, Hold on. Yes, so my topic it is explore yourself. This is something big thing, right? What is explore yourself when you are talking about? It's a dreams, personal value, talents, events, your personality trait may not always seems to matter much in a rush of daily life. But awareness of these characteristics can give you a plenty of pleasures. And that is absolutely right. When we are talking about our day-to-day life, what we are doing, like it's a very much systematical life. We work up at certain time, we do small of exercise, or maybe do some homework, we are taking care of kids, family, and then we are starting our work, right? And in our work we have a predefined meeting schedule. You will definitely will check your calendar, and in the calendar there is a predefined calendar, predefined meetings over there, and you are attending meeting, but meeting rhythm it's also same, and that everything very similar. And even end of the day when you are checking like what minutes or what part of time you got in between, I don't think so you are doing anything which is exploring yourself. So this is very much important. You should understand what time you can find out and how you can explore yourself. Of course we are getting weekend, but who knows, we don't do anything in a weekend, right? Mostly. Right now in the COVID also, we are only worried about the situation, but not doing anything. Before COVID, movie, cinema, shopping, relatives, kids, or else taking a rest. But when I'm talking about exploring yourself, you need to do beyond the stuff what you are not doing regularly, that you need to do. And when you are doing it, then you can explore yourself. So there is a lots of way that we can use it. Let me take you in another slide. Hold a second. Yeah, I'm just telling you like what is high level of this when we are talking about exploring yourself. So there is a three important line what I got it, and that is, first of all, examine your life. What is your current life? Examine it. Examine it.
So
So
much,
just
Nancy. Thank you.
do
It's
it.
a lovely discussion
Right?
what we
So
did
hold a second.
previously. You can hear me, right?
Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so that is its high level of like examine your life. And the second, it is figure out what's missing. This is very much important. Sometimes, we have a lots of thing in our mind, and we have a certain points also, like we are missing. Something like, I don't have a car, I don't have a big bungalow, I'm not getting time for travel, or maybe not getting time for enough party and something. Lots of things we have in our list, but when we actually sit and actually think about actually what miss in our life, that is important. So so in this sessions we will check, figure it out what's missing in our life. And the third, it is taking steps towards to fulfillment. Many times we have a list, right, as I mentioned, but what we are doing, do we have any plan to work on it? No, we don't have. We should be having, right? So, what step or action item we should take to fulfill it, that is also important. So, that will be the part of our section. Uh, Now, the next, before we go at any further part, I would like to tell you one of the good quote, with what it is shared by Veronica. Who is Veronica? She is like award-winning author, poet, speaking word artist, life coach, wondered visual artist. Whenever you got a time, I suggest, just when you get a time, just go to YouTube and check about her. She's so happiest person. You will find lots of her pictures in surround nature. She's so calm and so happy, and she's spreading her knowledge, her thought accordingly. So what she's saying, only you can allow yourself to explore the person in the mirror. So true. Only you can coax yourself into daring adventures to find your untapped potential. So true. Like, nobody is going to do anything for you. Nobody. Parent will help you at certain age. Your partner will give you certain suggestions, or maybe your best friend will help you in some of tough time. But when we are talking about exploring yourself, then A to Z journey you need to follow. You need to pass from that complete journey. And that you only can do it. Don't need You don't need to take any burden, any pressure in your mind. Just be happy and dip in the net. So this is very beautiful thought. What I read it somewhere and thought about to put in my slide. Let me move to the next, and that is very high level few tips what I would like to mention to discover yourself. First, always start by visualizing your idea self. Just start visualizing what your ideal self, uh, like, think about what you want to see yourself. Let me give you one of example. Like, in a friend circle or maybe in the meeting room, you are seated with 4 5 people, or maybe more than that people. Now there is a sum of perception is going on in your mind. Sometime you are thinking like, oh, everybody are so knowledgeable, I should keep mum, I should not say anything, just want to listen them, or else maybe they will immediately understand I don't have a knowledge or something. So you are imagining yourself like that, right? The second part, maybe you feel like you have a lots of things to share with people, right? So you keep speaking, you are telling them, and you feel like you have a more knowledge and you are happy to share with them. So that is one another perception. There is one another perception which is maybe you like to put points, right? You are just giving pointers over there and people are talking on that, right? So there is one another perception. So always, like whenever you are in the group, you feel yourself at something which is in your mind, that is perception about yourself. So always make a picture about yourself before you are anywhere. Don't feel shy, don't be feel down, nothing. Always keep your personality, imagine yourself at every place, even you are alone, even you are in the group. Right, the second it is explore your passion. Frankly speaking, I want to tell you one thing. Many times in an interview I'm asking to the candidate, like, what is your passion? Frankly speaking, 70 to 80% people, they are not able to answer even. They don't answer even because they are not clear about their passion, maybe. Or maybe second, they are passionate at some level but they don't want to share. For example, like some person, they are passionate about collecting some old coins and something. Now he is in front of me to give an interview of IT manager or IT team lead, and he will feel like if I say that I'm collecting old pictures and old coins and something, how she will feel, how she'll judge. So judgmental, opposite person are will be judgment. What person will judge for you, that fear, it's stopping you. So don't have that fear. Always explore your passions. Now try new things. What is new thing? As I mentioned, like we have a routine life. Jago, nahao, tao, job and meetings and finish and then sleeping. We have a routines. Max to max we have a Saturday, Sunday. No. Do something extraordinary. Extraordinary. Just have your key, car key, sell maro, nikal lo. Right. This is something exploring new. Just go it somewhere and sit for the long. Have some different kind of book and start reading it. So that you can do it. Just a second. Yeah. So that you can do it. You can start exploring it. And third, it is evaluate your skill. Now, that is very much important, and that is going to be a part of our next slides. Evaluate your skill, what skill set you have. Sometimes even you are not aware about what skill you have. For example, have you experienced any time like your friends, they says, let's plan one of party, and if you don't mind, if you can organize that. Or maybe if you can call the people, like once you will call, then people will agree easily. Have you experienced that? It means you have that skill set. You have that skill set to organize stuff, or maybe you have a skill set to convince people, right? So that is that type of lots of skill set you will be having. Many times, like it's happened, like people will say, "Why don't you make coffee? I'll be happy to having a coffee. What you will make." So to making a coffee, it is also one skill set. So list down your own skill set. And another, it is identify what you value about yourself. Now this is again a perception what I'm talking about. You should be having very great perceptions for you. If you have a perception something like, oh no, I think I'm not having enough knowledge to speak in front of this people or that people or something. So that perception will carry at at the same level what you are thinking about, right? So always have your value and value your value, correct? Now ask yourself question. This is also one of very important tips, and ask questions to yourself. When you are asking a question, then what type of questions? For example, like you're happy with your job, you're happy what what you're doing, you're happy what you're getting, something like that. What do you want to do? What do you want in your life, right? What do you want to give to your parent? What do you want to make your child in future? So this type of questions, once you are asking yourself, and once you will answer of itself, give you explorations in your thought, right? So that is one of the very important tips to explore yourself. There is one another, and that is learn something new. See, learn something new. Still, right now, when I'm telling, if you think about what to learn, your mind, your brain will allow you to think about at the same boundary where you are right now. Okay? I'm giving you my example. When I started my career, I was a PHP developer. So what I will think, let me learn new things. Let me learn another technology. That's a .NET. Or let me learn some another things in the technical part itself. Right? This is a boundary. I'm thinking about IT only. Why I'm not thinking about let me learn singing, let me learn dancing, let me learn to helping the people in the charity, right? So this is something new which is not in your skill. So try to learn that type of part. This will be give you awesome happiness, right? And keep a journal. That's my last point. What is journal, right? Why it is important? You should be having a data in front of you. I mean, in your mind, right? Like what you was today exactly in the last year, or maybe what you want to see yourself today on exactly next year. Correct? This is the result, right? Last year, nowadays, we were in a fear, like COVID vaccination is not there. What will be happen? We are going to be end up, blah 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 blah, right? But where we are right now, we have a vaccination and we are vaccinated even, so we are safe. Right? So this is a country journal. When we are talking about our own self, what skill set you was having it last year, what right now you have, and what you will be having the next year. So journal, it is very much important. So this all tips, if you are following even any one, two, or three, that will help you to discover yourself. I would like to go to the next, and that is analysis. So before we move to the analysis, see, I gave you few of tips. That tips which will be help you to explore yourself. But this is a many time it is a theoretical, right? But there is certain analytical systems also available. If you learn about that systematical analysis part, it will be help you to go through the all tips what I have given to you. So out of that, you can see here there is a three tips what I have mentioned. This is a, like highly talked in the Google, but what I experienced that I'll tell you in the later on. Right? First, it is a SWOT analysis. What is SWOT? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats analysis. This is very common, and I must know whomsoever is listening me, they all are aware about the SWOT. We have a one two another also, but this is more useful in the organization and in the company level part of, that is a political, economical, social, technological, legal, environmental analysis. When we want to do, when we are talking about exploring yourselves, of course we will not talk about this type of analysis, but this is just for the knowledge. Even there is one another type of analysis what you can see, and that is what is five force framework. And that is again, it is a, like, potential, what is existing, and competitors and buyers and suppliers and everything. Again, it is useful for the company level of. So that is all fine, but of course we will go with the SWOT, because SWOT analysis is very successful analysis for both level, organization level as well as company level, both. So that's the way it is useful. A second. Yeah, sorry. So this is way it is useful. Let me move to the next part. Okay, what is SWOT analysis? See, SWOT analysis, when I'm talking about, first understand what it is. Capitalize your strength. So whatever strength you have, how to use it. This is your capital, right? You need to use it. What is strength you have? So that's a one of the part of SWOT analysis. The second, it is minimize effects of your weakness. There is a lots of weakness in ourselves. That is all fine. If you have a weaknesses, that is absolutely fine. Just just try to work on it, how we can minimize the effects of your weakness. Right? I'll give you examples also in the upcoming slides. And the third, it is make the most of any opportunity. So utilize all opportunity which is around you. Utilize max to max opportunity what you have around you. That is the main benefit what you can see of the SWOT analysis. And the third, and the last, it is reduce the impact of any threats. Everybody have a different type of threats. What is biggest threats? You know, the biggest threat what we have and that everybody have, and that is what सोसाइटी क्या कहेगी, नेबर क्या कहेंगे, लोग क्या बात करेंगे. This is the biggest threat what we have right now. So in this analysis we are going to see how we can reduce the impact of these threats, right? Okay, I'm moving to the next part, and that is normal one of definition what I would like to tell. Of course, this is very theoretical, but this will be give you a good idea. What is SWOT analysis? So SWOT analysis is very much important because it is a simple but very useful framework for analyzing your strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. When we are talking about different characteristics, this is only a four character actually which is important for ourselves, and if we do proper analysis of this all four characteristics, damn sure we can achieve any result what we are looking for, right? Okay. This is one of pictorial definition. This SWOT analysis right now, which is even available in the study even. So people can study. That is available in lots of books, even in normal management books also it's available. But even organization level also worldwide, the usage is increasing day by day. So that's a huge uses. I mean, SWOT analysis it's happening in the worldwide. Now there is a very simple step which we need to follow for this SWOT analysis. That is very easy steps. Just four part, which is a full form of SWOT, and then do analysis. That's it. So first, brainstorm your strength. What strength you have? Actually spend a 10-15 minutes of your life, of your day even, and just think about your strength once, at least just think about it. I'm damn sure like first time you will not get proper list, but slowly and steadily when you will start work on it, then you will realize like how many strength you have. Yes, we have a lots of strength. So brainstorm your strength. Now the second, it is focus on your weakness. See, we should not avoid what weakness we having. Some people even don't agree that what weakness they have. No, forget this attitude. This attitude will never help you in the life. Identify your weaknesses and focus on your weaknesses. Once you will start focusing your weaknesses, immediately your mind will start giving you answer about how to overcome from these weaknesses. And the third, it is review internal opportunities. See, when I'm talking about internal opportunity, of course, opportunity which is available around, like something job opportunity or maybe some business opportunity or something. This is around. But when I'm talking about internal, because ultimately this is our mind thought, right? We need to think about what opportunity we have in surrounding area. So review your all opportunity which is around. And very last, identify traits. When you are talking about traits, then list out all traits. रात को डर लगता है, traits. If you have a fear about society, as I mentioned, of course it's a trait. You have some skill gap, it's a trait. It's a weakness. Yeah. So identify your weaknesses, your traits, and even list out your traits and the opportunity. So this is the very simple but very useful steps to analysis. I mean, start work on the analysis. Once you will do this all step now, you don't believe you start feeling that you will start feeling that अरे बाप रे अभी आप जानने लगे हो अपने आप को, like that feeling will come. अच्छा मैं अपने आप को जानता ही नहीं था, इतना कुछ है क्या मेरे अंदर. This is something what it is, right? So you need to work on this all four part. Now hold a second. Yes, now all four things I'm giving you few of example, only just few of example, like what is strength, right? First, list out your strength. The first step is identify the list what you are considering your strength. Here I have mentioned few of the list name, but don't worry, that can be more list, but I'm giving you like what is your. For example, if I'm talking about my strength, then what it is? I'm very ethical. I even don't listen myself, right? I'm very much ethical. So that can be your strength too. That can be the enthusiasm. That can be trustworthy. That can be creativity. Maybe you're very much creative, right? As well as discipline. Maybe you have so super patience. You are respectful in the people. Maybe your dedication is very nice. Maybe your honesty. You are so much of honest type of. So there can be a different type of strength. What it can be possible. Nancy, I just want to check with my PPT. It's blurred to people. Can you please check with it whether it is okay or not?
No, the PPT is audible, like you are audible and the PPT is visible. It's just that they were not able to read it, so I have zoomed in the PPT and made you little small. So I think it is working.
It is
Guys,
working.
can you please reply in the chat box like, are you able to read through the PPT? Of course, the points are many, so the font size might be little small, nothing else.
No worries, friends. I can share with you PPT later on if you want. Then, thank you so much, Nancy. Okay, so this is a few parts of this. I mean, few example of your strength. That can be lots of things. Maybe you are so much of helping hand. You like to help people, so that can be your strength, right? Okay, now moving to the weakness. What type of weakness it can be? There is a chance, like this is again few of example, and don't worry about that to share your weakness to at least yourself. Something like a lazy. Yeah, if you are a lazy, don't worry. Just acknowledge that you are lazy. Once you will identify your weakness, then and then only you can work on it. For example, if you are not taking criticisms from other, then this is your weakness, because criticism sometimes help you to improve, right? If you are impatient, if you are getting easily bored, right? Or there is a lots of things like persistence or taking things personally and strong will. There is a lots of things which can be your weaknesses. So even frankly speaking, if I would like to mention my weakness, yeah, I don't consider my weakness. It is like I'm little bit impatient. I need to work on it. So that I have identified on early age, and I worked on it. Of course, it is still going on. So there is a lots of weakness what we have. So at least identify your weaknesses. Now the next it is, what can be your opportunity? Again, there's a few of examples what it is mentioned over here, but what is a great opportunity what you have? Sometimes it's happened like your parent, your siblings, maybe your partner or maybe your family members, they are so much supporting for you, for your growth. So this is also opportunity when you are getting like somebody who is helping you to train you or giving you guidance or something, then take it. This is opportunity, right? Like me, when I started my career, something like 20 year back, 18-20 year back, at that time, like in my surrounding, my siblings was not having that educational background, so I was not having proper support. So it was like I was not having that opportunity. But now I'm giving this opportunity to all surrounding me, like my sister, even my friends, or maybe their child. So whenever it is required, I'm trying to give them a best support, so that they will be having proper guidance at the level what I can give, right? Maybe you will be having a good guidance. That is also opportunity. Sometimes it's happened like you are getting some new skill learning opportunity, or maybe some new project experience opportunity. You will get it. Maybe some exposure you are getting where you are internationally traveling, or maybe client place you are going. I'm sorry, I'm giving most of examples which is related to my field, but that can be connected to everybody. If I'm giving you example of a housewife, when you are getting opportunity to learn new type of food making, food I mean cooking, that is also opportunity. Right? So list out what opportunity right now you have in surround. Maybe there is a chance like you travel somewhere, you are at one place for the week or so, and you feel like there is something it's good things that's happening at around the place, and if you will visit you will good knowledge or maybe good peace or something. So this is also again an opportunity. So list out all opportunity what you have right now. And the last, it's a traits. What traits you have? Of course, I have mentioned few traits over here, but if you will start list out, we have lots of traits around. And if you will find out all traits, believe me, it is too easy to work on that traits. So sometimes it's happened like traits about like you have a competition, right? You have a strong competitors around. That is also one of traits that can be hampered to your business. So work on just identify your traits. Even as I mentioned, like society, social rules. See, I really don't deny the rules. I totally respect social rules, social respect I have. But sometimes you have a fear like what people will say about how they will react if somebody will stop you. So that type of fear, oh, it's threat. See, once we are digging, like then slowly and steadily, we are getting like no, the people are not digging at that. I mean, not hamper to us at that level. What we had traits in our mind. Right? So list out the traits what you have at surround. So this is the way you will note down all your SWOT analysis related materials and then start analysis. Now see, you have all data. So for example, when you are doing cooking, and everything you have like masala and recipe and all ingredients, everything you have now at your platform or maybe in your bucket. Now what you will do, you must be aware about when you are putting certain things in the bowl or maybe on a heat, when you are adding certain things, then everything's working at certain level, right? So for example, if you are putting some spice over there, then some sweet is also required at certain dishes, right? So that's mixtures which is required to make a perfect dish. Same way, for the SWOT analysis, you have gathered all the ingredients. Now what you need to do, now you need to cook. And what is it, you need to cross check with it. Like for example, you have a certain strength, right? But at the parallelly you have a certain weaknesses also. So how to gel up that, how to work on that. I'm giving you one of example. I have a one of strength, and that is my learning attitude. I have a strong learning attitude, for example. Now what is my weakness? I have a one skill gap, maybe my communication skill gap I have. So what is happening now? I have that mixed the both things, my strength and the weakness. I have used my attitudes to learn the stuff and to overcome with the weaknesses, right? So this is the way you need to mix with your all strength and weaknesses, strength and the opportunity with the weaknesses and the threat. Right? Sometimes, for example, threat, as I'm always giving example of social problems in the threats. So what how we can overcome from the state. Suppose you have a great convincing skill, right? This is your strength. Now what you need to do, just simply talk to people from where you have a fear. Like these people maybe will spread a negative thought about you in the society, or maybe you can talk to them and you can try to convince them why you are doing this, what it will be result, what it will be benefit to the society, how you will be happy after in this result. So everything, you if you can use your strength of your convincing skill, and if you go to your people from you have a most fear and try to convince them, right? So this is one of another example how you are using your strength against your threats. So this way you can always cross check, and by utilizing with your strength and the opportunity, you can overcome with your weaknesses and threats. Now this is not a one time process of our life. What you simply need to do, you simply need to do this process at least once in a year, and then plan out your work, and then plan out your work. believe me, slowly and steadily, your weaknesses and traits is getting down, and your strength and opportunity is increasing. It's increasing. Sometimes the positive point, the strength and the opportunity what we are talking, they both are, this both are also can be interconnect to enhance your skill, explore yourself, right? For example, you have an opportunity to travel at somewhere which is have a full of nature. So this is opportunity. Now what is your strength? Strength it is to take a dare, right? So you are challenging, you are daring it to take that trip, which is maybe somewhat challenging, but still it will be give you very closeness with the nature, and ultimately what you will get, ultimate happiness, right? So any combination of your strength and opportunity, weakness and traits will give you solutions of your any life problem, right? Now the next, okay, this is what I talked about, that is actually very experienced things what I have mentioned to you. But when we are talking about to go with the systematical, then there is a lots of tool, it's also available. That tool you can use it. This tool, frankly speaking, very much useful when we are talking about SWOT analysis for the business or maybe industry or company, but it is equally important if you are utilizing in a proper way for individual SWOT analysis too, right? So you can use a smart sheet. That is also one of options where you can prepare your all columns and you can work on it. Mind tools, creatively, Canva. There is a lots of tool which is mentioned over here. These all are very useful. Now, out of that, Microsoft Office or G Suite, what I have used, and frankly speaking, that is, I love it. I don't give you any comparison like this is the best out of that. No, it's not like that. But yes, I love it because I have used it Microsoft Office or it's a G Suite. So that is few tools it's also available which will help you to do complete SWOT analysis when you are doing your personal analysis, and when you are combining your opportunity and threats to each other to get the solution. So that combination, of course, you need to do, none of tool is going to do. But when you are taking it, when you are setting the severity of each individual categories, this tool will really help you a lot, right? And when we are talks lots of about SWOT, there is lots of benefit also. I have mentioned to you already, but there is few of limitation too. First, what is benefit? It is understand yourself better. This is obvious, like you have done your own analysis at deeper level. So because of that, you started understanding yourself, right? You started addressing your weaknesses. Now you know like what is your weakness. So you started weaknesses. For example, morning में चाय तो चाहिए होगा. That is a weakness, right? You understood it. Now you will start addressing your weaknesses. Then you will start fight with your threats. Capitalize your opportunity, what I have mentioned previously. Take advantage of your strength. Many times we are aware about the strength, but we are not taking advantage. So because of this analysis, you will start taking advantage of your strength. um, and very last, and which is actually a result, and that is you will start developing your goals and strategies for achieving them, achieving your final goals, what you want to achieve. So if you have done this all analysis, this listed benefit, which is for sure that benefit you are going to get, no doubt about it. When we are talking about limitation, it is, that is a minor one. See, most of this limitation which is applicable to the organization level, because they are using SWOT in the different manner, that will be not all will be applicable individual, but yeah, there is a few of limitation. Doesn't prioritize issues, right? So for example, you have mentioned one of your issue, first you are not getting time to travel, and the second issue it is, maybe your kid is not good in the study. Now, if you want to prioritize, and if you are giving the priority of your kid, that is obvious. Like, of course, we will give a priority to our kid. So, in that case, your travel priorities will not set with any tool. So SWOT not helping you to prioritize your issues, doesn't provide solutions or offer alternative decisions. See here, this is a like four type of characteristics what you have found from yourself, and then you are doing a mixture of it. But sometimes few mixtures which is not happening in between, then SWOT it is not giving any alternate solution, and that is obvious, right? If you have any personal problems, nobody is going to help you. You yourself need to find a solution. So SWOT analysis or any tool, it's not giving you any alternate solution. That that also you need to find out. So some problem, some things, solutions you will get only when you are creating opportunity, not from the opportunity what you have listed down. So what it says, what opportunity you have right now, just note down and work on it. But in sometimes in the life, some problems we need to create opportunity, right? So that's what it is not giving. The thought it is can generate too many ideas but not help you choose which one is the best. That is absolutely right, right? For example, I have a two opportunity, going abroad and do further job, or maybe I have a one another opportunity to have a higher study over here, and because of that I will get good money after that. So now this is both our opportunity. Now it is confusing me. So SWOT analysis will not tell you like what will be the best for you. That decision you need to take it. Like what will be the best opportunity for you. And the last it is can produce a lots of information but not at all useful. This is I think simply industrial level, that is not for the personal level. When we are talking about personal level, whenever you are gathering all the information, out of that 80 to 85 percentage information will definitely useful. That will be for definitely useful. Right. Okay, and few of the great result what you will get after this SWOT analysis. Formally address your feeling and develop gather emotional intelligence. That is obvious, right? The second it is understand your strength and boost self confidence. होगा ही ना confidence, self confidence definitely will be definitely it will become, because you started getting solutions, right? You started applying certain things, so self confidence will increase. And the third it is consider your weaknesses and where you want to improve. That is a part of SWOT analysis, right? Access your current situations and understand what is working and what is not. So that is one of benefit. And very last, and that is actually I have written from my experience, and that at last you will be most happy, because you are not taking single rupee from anyone. You are not doing anything, every solution and everything what you have by your own. And once you'll get that success or maybe that result, desired result, you will be the most happiest person, right? So this is the best result what we can get from this SWOT analysis. Oh, बहुत कुछ बोल दिया नैन्सी मैंने. So thank you so much. This is the SWOT analysis. This is really guys works very well, even organization level and even level of when they are talking about individual. My personal experience says this is definitely works up very well. Try it, and if you have any questions, my LinkedIn profile is mentioned there. Just message me. We can have an interaction discussion, and we can work on it. If you want to do personalized SWOT analysis with me, feel free to connect with me. We'll definitely work on it, and how to connect your opportunity and threats that we can combine, and I can help you out for the solutions. Yeah, that's it from my side. I'm really happy if you have any question then.
Hello, Dhara. First of all, thank you so much for sharing wonderful experiences and thoughts and identifying a lot of things regarding self-analysis, why it is important, how you can do it. So we all know that we need to identify our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, everything. But then how we can dig down deep inside ourselves and find that out. That is something really crucial, and you have tried explaining that. So, thank you so much for sharing it. Guys, if you have any questions, you can type and share it in the chat section. We'll surely try to ask it to the speaker. At the same time, if you really enjoyed the session or liked it, please feel free to share your experience. We are open for feedbacks and suggestions as well. If you want to share anything, feel free to share your thoughts. Okay, before people ask any question, I want to ask you something, Dara. So, do we need to do our sport and update it on a regular basis?
Yes, yes, Nancy.
And what is the duration like? After how long time we should do it again?
Ideally, it should be every year, because the small opportunity or maybe small strength, it can be combined in within a month. You will get the result, but some of things will give you a result step by step, step by step. So ideally, it should be like yearly basis, because many of your weakness will definitely will go on in the second year.
Yes, I understand. Because if, and again, if your SWOT is not changing every year, that means that you have neither improved anything, you have not learned anything new. Your strengths are still your strengths, and your weaknesses are still your weaknesses. So,
Correct.
yeah, so it should change. It should change like every year down the line. You should be able to update something into it.
Right, right.
Okay,
Nancy,
we have,
yeah, Nancy, I would like to mention one thing. When
yeah,
people start
sure.
doing SWOT analysis, SWOT, it is very commercial, industrial word. But when we are talking about our own characteristics analysis, and when we are starting working on it, frankly speaking, research says like many people can save themselves from the depression even, because they are working regularly on their weaknesses, and they are achieving certain results because of this analysis. And that happiness, they it helps them to overcome from even depression. Yeah, Amit Kumar, he has mentioned it's too hard to work on our weaknesses, how to deal with the, please guide man. Okay, now weaknesses, when we're talking about, if you can give me example, then I can tell you. But or else, I can take my one of example. Like few people, my friends and family who is around right now, they will definitely will relate. What is my one weakness, and that is I'm not surviving in the hot atmosphere when it is very hot. So I need AC, and I need type of sophistication I'm looking for. But frankly speaking, that is my weakness actually. So at certain time when I'm at somewhere in the stage, or maybe not AC proper working, or maybe somewhere where like I'm not having proper atmosphere, then it is like making me an uncomfortable zone, and because of that my performance is getting really down. So I started working on it, and how I worked, I start diverting my mind. There is a lots of things where I can concentrate instead of like what is happening right now because of weather. So I started diverting it. This is very internal solution what I got it, because of course I can't start fitting ACs at everywhere, right? So I started work on that thought power, like what it is making me uncomfortable. And because of that, now that situation is getting slowed down, right? So that is one of the weakness what I was having. The second weakness I was having, it is something like I was having a regular headache when I'm having work stress or something. And what the solution? No thought power change in that case, because the headache, it's headache, right? So what I started yoga. I read it somewhere, and I thought about, like, let me try, why not? So I got even opportunity to join one of yoga good class, and I learned over there. So from my best opportunity, I worked on my weakness, and frankly speaking, touch wood, right now I'm totally out of it. I was having this issue like long year, and I was, frankly speaking, I was like so much fed up with this part, because every day I either take a tablet or maybe go to doctors and checking out and everything. So because of that opportunity, I just overcome from that my pain.
So I think, as you are trying to say, it is about identifying your weakness and trying out a workaround, like finding out, figuring out one thing through which you can overcome your weaknesses, and then practicing it for a longer period of time so that that weakness doesn't affect you anymore.
Yes, yes, yes. And see,
Okay.
many lots of solution we have internally, in our thought power. Just we need to work on it.
True, true. There are many things that are so. If we ask right questions, we'll get the right answers. It's just that we need to ask ourselves some right questions so that we can get the answers.
Correct, correct, absolutely.
I we have got okay. Thank you so much for an important tool like Swot Analysis. Thank you for this session. Okay, one more question from Manthan. How to go from introvert to an extrovert?
Sorry.
How to go from an introvert to an extrovert? Like, and I think like very first question, why do you want to change your personality?
Exactly, exactly. So that should be. Suppose you are introvert somewhere. See, at certain location, you need to be you need to be opposite of your introvert personality. But don't force yourself. Don't never force yourself to change your personality. My suggestion it is, yeah, once you will start looking out, like what's the reason why you are introvert, what's the reason, as I mentioned, sometimes we have a fear. Okay, people are judgmental, what people will think about if I'll say that, maybe my knowledge it's not enough what to speak something. So type of fear it is making us introvert. But when you are just putting your mind in the way, like let's think people whatever they want to think, let me ask whatever will be happen, we'll see. So type of thought will try, and it will be makes you, and it will take you out from the introvert. So certain stage there will be required you need to be outward. But introverts it's not at all harmful, don't worry about that, don't think about it. And don't force yourself to change your personality. Just work on it. What personality, what it's not suited somewhere. For example, I'm on the stage, I need to speak, right? I need to speak. But when I'm in an audience, I need to listen, right? Of course in the question answer I can ask the question, but I need to listen. So I don't need to force, I don't need to change my personality. The same way, when you are talking about how to become from one to another personality, don't force yourself. Just understand why your personality is like that, and what you want to change over there. One, two, three, four, five, and then work on it. Very important. Forget about fears. You should not have a fear from anyone. Yeah.
I understand. No, that's really an important point. That don't not force yourself to be somebody who you are not. Be good in your own skin. You are good as you are. It's just that you need to present well as an extrovert sometimes in some situations or scenarios. Otherwise, you're good to go. Okay, we have one more question. Procrastination is the usually basic weakness that we all usually do have. So, what's the best way to deal with it?
Nancy, I think we have slow. Can you hear me?
Yes, 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 I am able to hear you. So, procrastination is a most common weakness. Do you
Yes.
have any suggestion on how to deal with that?
Uh, Actually, true. Procrastination is actually one of weakness. Frankly speaking, see the nature what I have. Um, I never feel face this type of weaknesses, but sometimes what's happened, which is required patience. And this is a very basic weaknesses. What I think you are right, because many times many people are talks about, even in the Google also there are people talking about this procrastinations, like what we can work on it. So my suggestion it is the patience, which is very much helpful for this part. So you need to improve on this patience, that will help things. So
I would like to add something over here. So sometimes no, हम चाहते नहीं है कोई चीज पीछे ठेलना, पर कुछ
हाँ.
बार कोई काम पसंद नहीं है, कोई काम बोरिंग लगता है, या फिर कोई काम बहुत ही बड़ा है या बहुत ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, तो वी यूजुअली प्रोकास्टिनेट, या कल करूंगी, परसों करूंगी, एंड वो डिले होता जाता है.
Yeah,
What is my way of dealing with procrastination? I create a to-do list, okay, every day. So I follow only one method and creating a to-do list every morning. Now, eat the frog first. Eat the frog first means what is the most difficult, most boring, and what is the most unsatisfying task, but you still have to do, which
Yes.
you would always try to avoid, but then rather than avoiding it, do it in the first half of the day when you are energetic, when you are fresh and agile, and
Correct.
you would be able to finish it up. And then when you are tired, when you are not that feeling good, you'll do the task that you already like, जो आपको पसंद है ना, वो आप थक गए हो तो भी कर दोगे, बट जब थक जाने के बाद ऐसा काम करना पड़ता है जो काम भी पसंद नहीं है तो वो नहीं होता है. So
Correct.
to avoid procrastination, follow this rule, like eat the frog first, create your to do list, so at the end of the day when you check, आपको पता चलेगा, वो एक सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलता है जब आप 10 में से 8 चीजें पे टिक मार्क करो ना कि हाँ ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया, तो इट फील्स गुड. एंड अगर बाई चांस नहीं हुआ, कुछ चीज नहीं होती है कुछ दिन, तो आप उसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हो. अभी कैरी फॉरवर्ड करने में क्या होता है पता है, आज मैंने एक दिन नहीं किया, कल के लिस्ट में फिर से आया, कल नहीं किया, परसों के लिस्ट में फिर से आया, एक बार
Right.
और किया, उसके बाद वाले लिस्ट. तो एक दिन आपको दिमाग में, यार मैं हर रोज इस चीज को कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर रही हूँ, रादर लेट मी सिट एंड डू इट. So that will reduce your procrastination. So
Correct.
writing down will help a lot.
Correct.
Write down
Correct.
your tasks. Write down
Right.
your task, and that will help you a lot.
Right, right. Nancy, one thing. There is one another similar solution, and it is celebrate your achievements, right? So sometimes certain tasks, what we are avoiding to do it, right? And once you finish it, as I mentioned, like, have a patience. Don't pick another work. Take that work only and finish it. And once you finish, celebrate it. Have a, like, cup of coffee or cheer yourself and something. So this type of things which will you motivate you, because whatever task you don't like, once you are picking up and once you finish, what you feel, hush, it's done, right? It's done. So type of, like,
It
pick
is
it up,
like
celebrate it.
it,
Celebrate it. Yeah.
it's like your father telling you that if you get good marks in your 10th board exam, I'll give you a bicycle. So anyway, he was supposed to give us a bicycle, but then if it is attached with some goal, you will be more prone to do that. So attach a reward, self reward with the critical tasks that you're procrastinating, and gradually you'll be able to do it. So I think that's it for the day. We have had a great Q&A. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable tips which you have shared with us. Thank you, Amit, for joining in.
Thank you.
Okay, Manthan is saying that that introvert extrovert wala thing, sometimes it helps to get a good job. See, I think it is completely up to you. Okay, how you present yourself. I don't see that introverts don't get good job opportunities. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Like अगर दुनिया में एक्सट्रोवर्ट है तो उतने ही सामने इंट्रोवर्ट है एंड हर किसी को जॉब मिल रही है. सो डोंट हैव एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ दैट फीलिंग. Be what you are and you'll find the right opportunity for yourself.
Exactly. And even Manthan, I want to mention, like, nowadays perception is changed. Right. Initially, when even my personal experiences, like, initially when I was taking interview, then the person how it speak, how he is telling or answering, on basis of we were taking a decision of hiring or not. Now it's not like that. Now there is a lots of other activities also. All companies doing, like, some exams, some tutor, some, like, different type of tools we need to use, some report we need to prepare. So there is a lots of other stuff. It's also going in the interview. And nowadays, how you speak and how you're selling yourself, it's not only a matter in the interview and to getting selected anywhere.
True, true. So they're checking your technical knowledge, your awareness, general awareness, your attitude. Everything is checked. It's not just your speaking or extrovertness matters. Of course, that is important, but then that's not the only thing. So don't worry. If you have the right skills, you'll be able to grab it up. Okay, I think with this, we need to end this session here. It's been quite a good time. We have been live for 1 hour, more than an hour already. So thank you so much, Dhara Masani, for being here with us, sharing your experiences and journey, and letting us know about SWOT analysis. We're so thankful to you and would surely like to see you some other day around in other live sessions.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody for asking question even. Thank you.
So that was Dhara Masani here with us at Speaker Circle. If you want to get connected with her, you can reach out to her on LinkedIn and she would surely try to help you out in whatever manner she can. With this, we are done with the fifth session, which is of Explore Yourself by Dhara Masani. And tomorrow, oh God, I am going to be there. I need to conduct a session, and the topic that I'm going to talk about is the power of execution. We will talk about a lot of other things over there, so be there live at 7:30 p.m. on this YouTube channel, and I'm sure we'll have a great time together. With this, I thank everybody who has been part of this particular online session. If you find it suitable, if you found this session helpful, copy the link of this video and share it with your friends so that they can also learn through it, and invite them for tomorrow's session as well. So yes, and one more thing, tomorrow is our last session as part of Swayam, but our journey is not over. There's a lot more that is coming up. We are planning another sort of a series. Okay, I cannot announce it right now. Planning something really interesting in next month as well. So let's keep connected. You will find the links of our social media handles in the description. Follow us on any of the platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or even YouTube. I hope you have subscribed this channel by now, and I'm sure you will be able to learn something new through this. Okay, if you want to be part of our online or offline meetings, fill up a Google form. You'll find the link of the form in the description, and we'll be able to see you there. So thank you so much everybody for joining in here. Okay, one more thing, I forgot to share the link of a feedback form. I'm posting in the chat section right now, so please give a feedback to our speaker, Dhara Masani, for conducting today's session. Your feedback can help the speaker to improvise and learn at the same time. We would be able to improve your entire experience with this particular program. So, requesting everybody to please give your feedback to the speaker. And yes, I'll see you there tomorrow at the same time, 7:30 over here. Bye bye.